Good afternoon. Oh, the challenge with saying good afternoon on the internet is that some areas it's not afternoon. Some may be morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. But anyway, since I am in Uganda right now, about 3 p.m., 2 p.m., good afternoon. It's really nice having you here. And for those of you who are joining us for the very first time, my name is Elizabeth Rita Aluma Chiguli, a very proud Ugandan, a very proud African woman. Beautiful to be African, beautiful to be Ugandan. And that draws me to talk about the power of belonging. We are all human, yes, humanity is huge. You know, when things happen, you look at it from the human perspective. But then those times when you have to stand proud and say, hey, I am Ugandan, I am Tanzanian, I am so-and-so. You have to appreciate your belonging, where you come from. And based on that, just a couple of days ago, or weeks probably, yes, no, just a few days ago, there was, when the president had declared a lockdown across the country and children had to go back to school, the bus stops were full, bus fares hiked up, and probably some had nowhere to, probably didn't have enough money to travel out country. And something interesting just came up. It started with the Gulu community that is up north Uganda. And the news came out to say that the people in Gulu had organized themselves and contributed funds to send buses back to Kampala city to bring the stranded children home. And that really tapped something in me and said, there is something about belonging, the power of belonging to a particular community, the power of identifying with a certain group of people, belonging to a certain group of people. Now, very many of us, you ask today, where do you come from? And the person is like, don't tell me about the things, I am human, from the human race. Yes, that is true. We all belong to humanity. But then there are certain times when things are going to happen, just like the scenario experience, whereby there is need for the community you belong to come up to help you. For example, in a church setting, when you lose a loved one or you're going through a certain situation or you are in a celebration, the community that you're so much involved in tends to participate a lot. Say in a particular church, something, maybe you're going to get married, there is something about that community. Everybody's excited. They're looking forward to that particular day. They cut off their program and say, hey, no, I have a wedding. My church member has a wedding. That's a belonging community. Oh, my family member has a wedding, and that is community. So all these things come into play to show you and help you appreciate the power of belonging. And interestingly, still the same story of the Gulu community sending buses back to Kampala. It also happened in the Lamu community. And then the news anchor said, he called on the rest of the country, please contribute and send money or buses for your children to go back home. Because something about this is that this community saw that their children were stranded in Kampala and they were not settled, including those in the diaspora. They said, no, we're going to send in money to help our children go back home. If the bus fares have been hiked, for us, let us come together as parents, as community, and fuel the buses so our children can come back home. Now, if you're a child who believes, no, I don't belong to any community, how are you going to benefit from such? You need to appreciate where God has blessed you, the family that He has put you in, the school He has put you in, the work environment He has put you in. And that draws you to say, appreciate the relations in there. Make friends. Some of us say, I have come to work. At work, I don't make friends. Who told you at work you don't have to make friends? These are your colleagues, but one thing you really have to appreciate is you spend almost all your time at work, so which means work becomes like your second home. So you need to build friendships in that community you have, in that work community. When you have a function, these are some of the people who are going to contribute. When you are going through a tough moment, these are some of the people who are going to say, I need to stand with so-and-so, because you have put yourself and appreciated the belonging, the community that you're in. So that situation really taught me a lot. And by the now, thanks really to the Gulu community, because you have really helped me appreciate more what it means to belong to a particular group of people. We are all human, and that is very true. Humanity cuts across. When something happens in one part of the world, that human bit of me, if it's a nice thing, you're excited about it. If it's a bad thing, that human bit of you reaches out to cry out with them. But even though we're the whole human race, when we have a wedding, I'm not going to invite the whole world, but there are people you're going to love to see in your wedding. That community, that face you see, the face you see on a daily basis, that family, your brother, your sister, whoever it is. So just always remember, there is power in belonging to a particular group of people. There is something unique about it, and therefore appreciate the relationships you make with them. Love them, treat them the very best, and you will enjoy this beautiful world that God has given us. Thank you so much for watching it. Remember to share, subscribe, like, and together we inspire the world. God bless you. Till next time.